Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video was inspired by NIKITA DRAGUN. I was stalking her on Instagram the other day and I felt like I needed to recreate a look for her because her makeup is so flawless all the time. So this is the look that I came up with her straight brows, a simple cut crease, and overlined lips. So if you guys want to see how I created this look, just go ahead and keep watching. Okay, so I'm going to start off with my eyebrows, and it's going to be a little bit difficult because Nikita's eyebrows are really straight and mine obviously have some type of arch to them, but I think I'm going to be able to hide it with concealer, hopefully. I'm going to fill my brows in with the Dip Brow by Anastasia. Mine's in the color medium brown. Finished filling in my eyebrows. I also went ahead and took a spoolie and kind of coated it in some eyelash glue just so that I was able to flatten out the hair that was sticking out of the eyebrow shape that I created. So that's just gonna help with the covering up aspect of the eyebrow. I'm using this It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer. I decided to use this one because it's a little thick. So I feel like it's going to be able to provide like fuller coverage and really clean up my eyebrow. And I'm going to be using this Morphe E43 brush. It's a square flat brush. I finished concealing them, and then I took the concealer and I applied it onto my eyelids. I'm going to be using that same concealer as a primer for my eyeshadow. So that's what I'm going to be moving on to. But first I'm going to set the concealer that's on my eyelids just because the one that I used is pretty thick. Move on to the eyeshadow look, and I'm going to go for a very simple cut crease look. And I want to use a color that isn't too warm or brown, something a little bit more neutral. So I'm going to be taking these two colors right here. I'm going to start with this one and then use this other color to deepen it up. Added like a light wash of the lighter of the two eyeshadows into my crease. Now I'm gonna cut my crease using concealer, and I'm gonna switch over to the Tarte Shape Tape. This one is in the color Fair Neutral. I'm gonna start in the middle of my eye, so I'm just going to kind of tap right there where I think it's okay, and try to look straight into a mirror to make sure that that's where you want to clean up the crease. I think that should be fine. So I'm just going to take that starter placement that I have and just kind of drag the concealer down, and then use that to finish and go into the inner corner and the outer corner. And I'm going to try to make it as perfect as possible. This brush really helps because it's already in the shape of your lid space, so it fits perfectly right here in this area. Finished applying the concealer and cutting the crease. Now I'm going to go ahead and set that with an eyeshadow. In the picture that I'm referencing from Nikita, she has eyeliner on, but you can still kind of see this like smoky eyeshadow going on underneath that, and it kind of like peeks through the eyeliner look that she has. So I'm going to take the darker eyeshadow that I showed you guys earlier, and using the Morphe R43, I'm just going to be packing this onto my lash line, and I'm going to be making it pretty thick just so that it like peeks through the eyeliner that I'm going to create. Go ahead and add the winged liner. I'm going to be taking the NYX Epic Ink Liner in black, I believe. Yeah, and I'm going to be creating a winged eyeliner look. I'm going to go ahead and add eyelashes, and the pair that I'm going to add I've already used, so I don't have the box, but they're literally, it looks like this. They're the Kiss Lashes, the I Envy 3D collection. These, and it's the Chic 3D as well, but instead of 01, they're 13. Next, I'm going to go ahead and add some primer. This is the Milk Hydro Primer. I've used this a few times, and I really like how it leaves my skin, so it kind of makes my skin a little bit tacky, and I feel like the foundation applies really nicely onto it and really like adheres to the primer. So I'm just going to add a light layer of that primer onto my skin. And for foundation, I'm going to be using the Juvia's Place I Am Magic foundation. I've used this a few times before, and I'm not 100% sure how I feel about it, but people keep saying how good it is and how much they like it, so I want to give it another shot. And I just remember it being really full coverage, and for this look, that's exactly what I want. So my color is Alexandria, and I'm going to be taking it on a really thick synthetic brush. So now I'm going to go ahead and contour my face, which I feel like is going to be very important for a Nikita tutorial. So I'm going to be taking, this is the Alley Girl Pro Conceal, and I'm going to start off by contouring my cheeks. I feel like she has really high cheekbones, so I'm going to take this a little higher up. This product, this concealer, dries up pretty quickly, so as soon as I apply it, I'm going to go in and blend it out. I'm using the e.l.f. stippling brush, so I'm just going to buff it out and try to bring it as up as possible. Add some to the edge of my forehead up here, just so that it's a little bit slimmer. I have a huge forehead, and Nikita has like a cute normal sized forehead. Actually, I'm gonna add a lot, so I'm just going to kind of, and she also has more of like a square face shape. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to add some to the sides of my forehead as well. To buff the lines that I created, I'm using this e.l.f. C brush. Actually, I think I'm going to add some concealer here too. Add some concealer, and I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape, but this time it's in the color Light Natural. To set the concealer, I'm going to be taking Beauty Bakery's Flower Setting Powder, and this one's in the color Cassava Yellow. I think I want to contour my face a little bit more. I think I'm going to add some contour to my jawline to define that a little bit. Bronzer, I'm going to use the Marc Jacobs Omega Bronzer in Tantastic, just using this fluffy brush. the bronzer using this fluffy brush by Anastasia. It just came in one of their eyeshadow palettes. And I'm going to set the contour that I applied on my nose. Next, I'm going to go into blush. I'm going to take this Kylie blush in Pink Power. That's what it looks like. And I'm going to be using this. It's an old Sonia Kashuk brush. I don't even think they sell Sonia Kashuk at Target anymore. But it's just a round powder brush. And I'm going to add this right above where I added the contour. So she doesn't add her blush like on the apples of her cheeks. She kind of adds it more so towards the back of her cheek, like on her cheekbone, almost like where you would apply your highlight. Take the same eyeshadow and the same brush, the Morphe R43 that I used on my lower lash line. On my upper lash line, and I'm going to use this to add some to my lower lash line. Now I'm going to set my face. I'm going to use the Morphe setting spray. And then right after I've applied the setting spray, I'm going to go in with some highlight. I think she only adds highlight mainly to her nose, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add the Wet n Wild highlighting powder in Precious Petals, and I'm just gonna use my finger and just top my the little tip of my nose with just a little bit of highlight. I'm gonna move on to my lips. First, I'm gonna line my lips with the Morphe Honeymoon lip liner. And I'm going to overline my lips. I'm going to try to make them look as plump like her lips. And then to fill in my lips, I'm going to be using this Kylie Jenner lipstick in Nova. It's a matte lipstick. It's this nude color. I'm going to go ahead and add some lip gloss. I'm going to be adding, this is another Kylie product. It's the Clear High Gloss. Guys, so that's gonna be the end of this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I was just stalking Nikita one day on her Instagram, and I just love how she does her makeup. She always looks super flawless, so I wanted to kind of recreate that type of look that she goes for. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what other videos you want to see. Like this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video.